Hello, I'm John Olson, the right guy to call. Welcome to my kitchen. Ah, boy. I'm just getting ready to make some dinner. The other evening, I picked up a roast beef sub over at ShopRite. They make a wonderful sub over there. And one usually lasts me 2, maybe 3 days. Now, I've always loved roast beef sandwiches ever since I was a kid. And way back then, my favorite way to have it was a generous wipe of mayonnaise. And then as I got older and I learned how to cook more and developed a taste for mushrooms, I started to play around with different ways of topping. Well, actually it started out with making topping for a hamburger. I call it a Johnny Burger. But then I've adapted it over to making a roast beef sandwich so much better. You take a good roast beef sandwich, you top it with sauteed mushrooms and onions, and oh my God, it's heaven. So, I'm going to bring the camera over to the stove and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are at the stove, and I've cut a section of the sub for myself. It's a little over 3 inches. That's plenty for me. Back when I was a kid, I could eat the whole sub. You know, I started out as about a 10-inch sub, but these days this much is fine. While I get everything else ready, I'm going to pop this into the microwave for about 30 seconds, and that will warm up the sub, because we want it warm. So while that's warming up in the microwave, we take about a tablespoon or so of butter. Melt that in our pan. Take a nice red onion. Take a few slices off of that. We get our mushrooms chopped. These are baby Bella mushrooms. And I start cooking them first before I throw the onions in. Working on a nice high heat on the stove. We'll throw a little bit more butter in there. And as the flesh of the mushroom darkens, you can see that it's getting cooked. We can throw in the onions. And a little squirt of anchovy paste. For that umami that everybody talks about. Ooh, umami! It's anchovy paste. Don't worry, the anchovy paste doesn't make your mushrooms and onions taste like fish. By the time you're done, it just adds a little depth to the whole experience here. And as the onions start to cook, and the anchovy paste melts into the mixture, we add some mesquite liquid smoke. And some Worcestershire sauce. And a little pinch of salt. And I'm throwing in some white pepper. Oh boy, that smells good. And finally, a generous squeeze of ketchup. That helps to thicken things, and the tomato adds to the flavor of the sauce. Basically, you're making a steak sauce, mushrooms and onions with steak sauce, your own homemade steak sauce. And if you want to add anything else to it, you can do that. Let your tongue be your guide. Maybe a little bit of lemon juice. Yes, I use bottled lemon juice. I use Cecilia. It's the best bottled lemon juice that I've ever tried. Tastes like fresh squeezed lemons. but you could also add horseradish, I guess, or just about anything else to it that your palate might decide is good. You could throw in some chopped capers or just some caper juice, you know, the brine that they pickle the capers in. And in no time flat, you've got your mushrooms and onions ready to go. So let me go over to the microwave and grab the sandwich out of there. It's warmed up a little bit. And the mushrooms and onions are ready. Just pour those over the top, just like that. And oh boy, this has become my favorite way to have a roast beef sandwich. Of course, I always have a sandwich with a habanero pepper on the side, and tonight I think we'll throw a sour garlic pickle in with it as well. It's quick, it's easy, and boy, oh boy, is it delicious. So, since it's such a gorgeous day outside today, I think I'll be eating out on the table outside. Put all my tools back in the refrigerator. And move myself outside and have dinner. So, there you go. My favorite way to dress up a delicious roast beef sandwich. This is a wonderful thing. Make sure you have plenty of napkins because it does tend to get messy. And until I see you next time, with margarita in hand, enjoy your life.